Hello. It is officially the day that the Mario movie is out in theaters, and I wanted to go see it, but I can't because I have free tickets for two, and my brother decided to have something else scheduled for this day, so I'm just kind of, stuck at home. I've had a pretty shit day so far. A shit day yesterday too. I'm hitting that depression sauce pretty hard, honestly. I am not having much of a good time, so I'm just, the usual motivation is dropping once more. But hey, immediately start the stream, immediately start bitching and moaning about life getting me down. Welcome to the stream. Thank you out there for anyone watching or lurking at the moment. It is just going to be a Final Fantasy stream today. I will try and find some other things to do within the game to stretch it out a bit, I guess. But, Final Fantasy streams aren't really known for being really entertaining to watch. Hey Ritrov, welcome to the stream. Don't get caught at work watching fucking VTubers. You're gonna have to answer to your boss like, why are you watching the cringy cartoon man talk? Yeah, thank you for tuning in. As I was saying, yeah, I'm not depressed over the Mario movie thing. I'm depressed about other stuff. Work's been giving me like attitude lately, and fucking living that wage cage life. It starts wearing down on you after a while. And you're not respected in the workplace. You don't feel respected anywhere. It's kind of like You go to work, you drudge around like a zombie, you come back home, you're tired, and you're just like fucking upset, and you're just like, I want to play video games, I want to do something, and then I want to stream, and then I'm like, I'm in a bad mood, so I don't want to bring the bad mood to the stream, but here we are. I've brought the bad mood to the stream, so what can I do, honestly? I was looking forward to going to see the Mario movie at least. I'm like, okay, it's been a shitty past few days. Work is really annoying me, and I want to go watch the Bing Bing Wahoo Man movie with my brother, because we have the special ticket, free tickets for 2 to go see the movie and all that, but yeah, I can't. It'd be a waste of the tickets just for me myself to go see it, and it just gives that conundrum of like, oh, well, you're gonna have to wait to go see the Mario movie. I'm gonna try for it tomorrow. I'm just bummed that I can't go see it today. Could have used it, honestly, as a little pick-me-up. I know, like, fucking right now, the entire internet's ablaze about it. People are saying it's shit, people are saying it's good. Apparently, people are, like, saying that, like, oh, the Mario movie's bad, the Mario movie is good, and then Rotten Tomato critics are fucking... they're scoring it poorly. But the audience score is high. And then, okay, let me grab something real quick to illustrate. Alright, here we go. Where is it? Here we go. So far, 54% with film critics, 98% with audience score, and then people are suddenly giving credibility to movie critics. And we all know it's bullshit. The only score that actually matters is like the audience and, you know, personally going to a movie yourself and seeing something. But then you got shit like this, like... This is why being a critic or a journalist is such a fucking joke of a career. Find a real goddamn job. The fucking wage slave here is telling you that the job you're currently working is bullshit. You're a fraud. Your opinion fucking matters on nothing. Look at that shit. Remember that controversy? But yeah, fucking hell. I hate critics so much. They aren't human at this point. I wanted to see the Bing Bing Wahoo Man movie. I'm disappointed, but hey, we're gonna do the Final Fantasy XIV event. This came out like quite a while back, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it today, and then like it never happened, and then I'm gonna do it today, and then it never happened. It's like I got until like the 10th, and we already got like 5 days I think left. We had the 24-hour maintenance for them to install the new servers so that the game hopefully runs a little bit better server-wide and like not as much lag between input or login servers being as congested as they were for the past 2 years or whatever, ever since a bunch of the WoW refugees jumped ship to come use Final Fantasy XIV to gain clout through their streaming careers. That ship has sailed too. Like all the WoW ship jumpers are basically gone. No one's playing the game anymore. It's kind of back to normal, which I'm fine with. Get the fuck out of here. Just let me enjoy Final Fantasy XIV. Stop shitting up the things that I like, honestly. Go back to WoW or whatever flavor of the month MMO bullshit you like want to pretend is a better game. You know, Final Fantasy XIV has its problems, but I'll take this poison over any other poison currently available on the market, and I don't see that opinion changing anytime soon. This is a really nice song. I like this song. It's The Cradle of Hope from one of the... It's from the Omicron beast tribe. That is a Endwalker beast tribe. Very nice, relaxing song. But, I should quit delaying stuff. Well, actually, I have much time to even talk about things. I'll be reading dialogue as per usual, or at least trying to read it once we hop into the game. So, it's just before we do the Easter event, though. Let's jump in first. Alright, so as I was saying, before we do the Easter event, I actually have to do the final story quest for the Loporrits. So I guess spoilers if you haven't done their tribe yet. But I don't know, it's just another crafting thing. It's like, if you're not interested in crafting, you're probably not going to see it anyways. It's a really cute quest hub. Why am I so large? Let me just shrink myself down. That seems about a good size, I think. Everything working. Everything seems to be working just fine. Alright, let's finally fucking do something this stream, other than me sitting here and bitching. Rickubus, we have a task of the utmost importance for you. After our inaugural broadcast, many of the Dreaming Workshop's Loporrits were inspired to share their own histories and aspirations via the radio. And it seems the people of Etheirys have been listening. We've received a number of letters, you see, addressed to all in sundry ways. I haven't been able to stop smiling since I read mine. I am painfully delighted, yet I would doubtless be more so had my letter been delivered by a person of Etheirys in flesh. What do you say? Those letters are for Coining Way, Inventing Way, Cooking Way, and the Loporrit of many names, some of them Counseling Way, and others the voice behind the microphone way. In any case, I cannot wait to hear how they all react. So, this quest hub, probably my favorite yet out of all the beast tribes, are like you craft and create stuff and get to watch it like be built as you progress the story. Really cute, really colorful, lots of personality to this beast tribe. Basically, none of them really had a point anymore after the main story ended, so they're just kind of like lost without a reason. So essentially what we're doing in this entire quest line is like helping them kind of find purpose again. And, you know, through music, art, inventing technologies, cooking, recreation, it's like all kinds of like, and then, you know, the finale is eventually This little one right here. This is a little doomer Loporrit. Is like, alright, well, we should steal ourselves away. We don't have a point. I was supposed to be the counselor for all the people once they came to the moon, and, you know, major plot spoilers, but fucking who cares? No one watching this video probably cares. It's a anyways, you create this little radio station, and they start broadcasting radio and all that. This little fucker right here becomes a Twitch streamer, essentially. So I just kind of like found that funny. Not here to spend your carrots today. A pity. I do work so tirelessly to price our merchandise fairly. We're just delivering them all their fan mail. What is this? A letter from a Charlian economist? Oh heavens, it's happening. It's finally happening. Having heard the fascinating tale of your success in establishing a new currency and independent market, my colleagues and I would like to formally invite you to submit to our rousing quarterly report. Such a heartwarming letter I have never received. I must pen a reply post-haste, not to mention my submission. I owe you thanks, Rickubus. Without your earnest cooperation, the carrot's time to shine may never have come. Trust me when I say my gratitude is beyond measure. Next one will be over here. Hail, Rickubus. Have you seen a loose screw anywhere? No matter, I can carry on regardless. Doubt not that this next machine will astonish even your adventurer's eyes. A letter from Aetherius? Curious, I wasn't aware that the post-Moogle teleporters had passed safety inspection. Let me see. Buggers me, these letters are tiny. Why, the writer is Garlean. Restoration, recovered scrap, minimal explosions. I see, with this information I can surely design a machine or two to assist in the Garomald's reconstruction. How fortunate that they heard my broadcast. It is a matter of time before my inventions are beloved far and wide. First Garomald, then Aetherius, then the universe. Where was... There we go. Cooking way. I find it funny that they like essentially built a giant Chuck E. Cheese entertainment zone. Can I interest you in a turn at the whisk? We've been overwhelmed with orders of late. What you see behind me is the last way standing. Nevertheless, I am glad that everyone appreciates our Aetherius-inspired cuisine. I must confess, I worry that my inclinations still tend too heavily toward carrots. Yet I can hardly ask this lot for other ideas. My reading isn't the best. I get things pronounced wrong all the time. Fresh inspiration, you say? I certainly hope so. A letter from Master Dickon himself. What a happy surprise. And he's included a recipe of his own devising. This is precisely what I need to break free from my carrot-based confines. Let me know if this inspires any new dishes up there, he says. I certainly will. And I hope that you will sample whatever we cook up next. Then the final letter will go over here. Ah, well met. Can I help you with anything this morning? For me? From persons of Aetherius? Oh, I hope I didn't say something to offend them. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. Fucking whenever I fucking stream, I'm pretty sure I say plenty of shit that's probably gonna upset tons of people out there, like think I'm an asshole, and which, yeah, I am an asshole. I am a jerk. I have very polarizing opinions. I'm certainly gonna offend people at some point or another, but hey. What person doesn't have that issue when putting themselves out there in any capacity? The first is from a Garlean refugee. I miss my homeland dearly, but your voice reminded me that even here, I'm not alone. Thank you for lifting my spirits. And this one appears to have been written by a child's paw. Dear Radio Loporrit, How did you learn to talk like people? You are very good. I want to be a radio when I grow up too. Love, me. They really are listening. I once believed I would never look again. I would never again look forward to tomorrow. But Dreamingway's hope is infectious, isn't it? I owe him and you more than I can say. I'd like to share something with you, if you don't mind. I've been pondering a new name for myself. My dream may not have changed all that much, but I am a different way than I once was. I was alone for quite some time, you understand, long enough to make me appreciate the value of a kind word. Now that I have returned to the Fluffle, I find myself wanting to speak with your people and my fellow Loporrits as much as I can. So after some discussion, I have chosen to become Talking Way. It shall be a friendly voice to the people at Aetherius and to those closer to home. By which I mean, well, I hope you will consider me a friend too. Say no more, Talking Way, or do, yes. Thank you, Rickubus, for your kindness, and for listening. With this delivery to your new friend Talking Way, all the letters have been safely seen into the right paws. Dreaming Way will surely be delighted to know of the joy with which they were received. And just like that, it's about over. And then we can actually get to the real reason I'm streaming today. The Easter event. Rickubus, were they excited? Delighted? That's even better than I dreamed. The people at Aetherius have been ever so kind. Including those who have yet to listen to our broadcast. According to one of the letters Managing Way received, word of our station has spread far and wide, and many of your fellows are keen to get their paws on radios of their own. To little success, I'm afraid. But we're here to help. Inventing Way has gathered his disciples, and they were producing radios as we speak. We shall see them delivered to Aetherius with all speed. Can you imagine the whole star listening to us? To be honest, I was uncertain we would ever make it this far. To find new dreams for each and every Loporrit seemed a monumental task. Yet, look at them now. They've come so far, and who knows what they'll dream up next. Of course, as for me, I'm eager to start composing again. Get ready to hop along to my next hit. None of our dreams would have been possible without you, Rickubus. On behalf of all of us, thank you ever so much. And remember, should you want for a friendly ear or a well-eared friend, we are always here for you. Hey, Mechanicat. Welcome to the stream. Everything's, I want to say it's good today. but I'd be lying. I'm just like, I'm down in the dumps about life right now. This is probably your first time ever seeing the Loporrits, huh? And for the finale of the Beast Tribe, I get this brand new emote. As I was saying, with the Loporrits, their whole thing is like they had a mission, and now that mission didn't quite play out the way it was supposed to. So we basically had to kind of help them find like their new paths to go on, such as like picking up art, inventing stuff, creating music, recreational stuff for entertainment such as themselves and like currency, and then cooking. So it's and then finally like just radio broadcasting and stuff like that. So they all have new purposes now and whatnot. Here, let's test out the new emote. Let me get a decent enough it's got some good hub music too. Do let me know if it's a little bit too quiet on the game side. Here we go. It's a stupid, goofy new emote. It's not the best. It's funny if you're playing a Viera and you already have rabbit ears, you just get a second set of ears to appear on your head. A lot of people are salty about that. Usually out of a Beast Tribe, people like want better rewards. The rewards haven't been like the best. They've been okay. There's Finding Way minion, Battle 1 from Final Fantasy IV. So, the Frame Kit and the Dream Walker. Sounds good to you? Okay, okay. Yeah, cute beast tribe. Finally happy to have it done. Oh yeah, and we got a little triple triad card we can earn. Let me do a quick round, cause I'm not an addict for triple triad at all. I certainly don't like collecting all the cards. I have so many dungeon ones I need to like grind for, and sadly, no one to grind them with. I'm like, I can't be ass to go do it, honestly. My motivation to do a lot of Final Fantasy grinds has kind of been in the negatives. Okay, well, we're gonna keep playing until we get that card. I'm playing like ass. Yeah, I fucked myself here. I don't think there's anything I can do to, Yeah. Quit giving me the first turn. I don't like getting the first turn. Waste of the ace side. But no, god damn it. I could always come back off a stream. It's grinding these triple triad cards is always a fucking RNG hell. One of the many addicting facets of this game is always collecting triple triad cards. Yeah, I know Mechanica. It's like it's simple and addictive, and they always add tons of new triple triad cards every patch, and like every piece of content has some form of triple triad card to collect, from dungeons to just rewards from vendors for doing fates, or just finding them out in the wild. They come from so many different sources, and okay, we got it. The Dreaming Way card. Most commonly, you kind of like go around the entire world, and like there's always these triple triad card NPCs you can unlock, and once you like do certain content and get cards from them. So you just have to like battle them until they give you their card. Okay, wait, where are we going? We are going to New Gridania. Feels good to finally be done with the Loporrits. Miketo's Amphitheater. Papaya. Greetings, friend, and a happy hatching tide to you. May I say that you look exquisite as always, Rickubus. 'Tis always a pleasure. Oh, I am most eager to share my latest dream with you. It was highly peculiar, to say the least. You see, I beheld visions of that chilling creature of legend, the Tonberry. If past experiences have taught me anything, it is that painstakingly recreating my dreams is sure to bring about good fortune. However, as Tonberries are not but figments of old fables, I began to doubt whether I could do justice to their ghastly appearance. There's an adult game that I used to play a lot just because of this minigame. It plays in the exact same way. The art on the cards were amazing. Not just because of boobs, but the art was genuinely good. Yeah, there's a lot of like really old-fashioned games that are, you know, strip poker or just like mahjong porn games, or like fucking even pool games, or I guess you beat strip pool. Like, I don't know. Video games have always kind of been perverted in a way. But that's all changed when this gentleman generously offered his assistance. Snort. Greetings, fine sir. My name is Hamlin, and I am what you might call a supreme connoisseur and passionate aficionado of all things Tonberry. As you may or may not be aware, Tonberries have heads as round and adorable as any egg, which is why I believe they are the perfect addition to the Hatching Tide festivities. So I donned the superior mantle of Tonberry and presented myself to Miss Jihili here. What luck, wouldn't you agree? Hamlin was kind enough to furnish our other volunteers with Tonberry guises, and we're all hard at work preparing for the upcoming fun. Tonberries? Seriously? Or if you wanted real Tonberries, I know a few in Upper Lenosia. Oh yeah, if you want a few real, yeah, they still exist. There's no innocence of youth. Not in this modern world. Children are fucking scary. Like, you ever like see like how fucked up kids actually are, like when you look at like what they're posting on TikTok and all that? Like, man. Fucking, makes me sound like a boomer, but my god, kids these days are like 10 times worse than how I fucking was. How we were as kids, like, Jesus Christ. We pale in comparison to the fucking edginess of children nowadays, honestly. You must be referring to those sightings near Bronze Lake. I wouldn't expect you to know this, but those creatures aren't true Tonberries. They simply bear a vague resemblance to their descriptions in the old stories, and thus were nicknamed thusly. No, the Tonberries I speak of and adore above all else are the original and fictional creatures, spoken of in legend from time immemorial. Accept no substitutes. I have to snort because he's snorting in the dialogue. Considering my dream, I think that these festivities present a unique opportunity to share the Tonberry's charms with the world. There is but one problem. A group of sliffs have been making mischief throughout town, playing pranks, sabotaging the decorations. Luckily, it seems a mere glance of the Tonberry form is enough to send those leafy brigands fleeing in terror. It is not remarkable how such an adorable visage can strike such fear in the hearts of some. Do not the contradiction of the Tonberry's nature invigorate your very soul? Heavy breathing. Our other volunteers are using their Tonberry guises to shoo away the sliffs as best they can, but we still find ourselves short-handed. Would you be willing to assist us, Rickubus, just until the mischief is mitigated? My sincerest thanks. Hamlin has prepared a plethora of disguises for us, so I'm sure he will have one that fits you. TikTok is undeniable proof that humanity has failed. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. People only use it for marketing reasons. And having to stoop that low as to fucking make a TikTok is just like, ugh. I don't want that kind of audience ever, so, you know. I don't really plan on making a TikTok or ever putting... I'm not even entertaining enough to have any sort of like short form content. I am a slow burn, long content kind of person. I am not entertaining in the slightest. I am not funny. I'm just some lame, crusty boomer that's never been cool, and you know, that's about that. I don't belong anywhere near TikTok, and I don't want it anywhere near me. I like the occasional shitpost that might be posted from TikTok, but that's about it. I don't actually fucking use that goddamn cursed-ass website or app or whatever the fuck it is at this point. It's weird how, like, most social media nowadays is just, like, apps. It's not even a website. It's an app disguised as a website or whatever. Makes me really wish you could just, like, go back to, like, the fucking days where things were a website first and then the app was complimentary. It feels like it just completely did a complete 180 now. So, like, all websites are just, like, complimentary to, like, a fucking shitty app that you have to have a phone to properly use. Don't worry, no one on TikTok is interesting or funny. Oh, I wouldn't say that. There's some funny people out there. From the moment I saw you, I knew your small frame would lend itself perfectly to my creation. What an exquisite little Tonberry you shall be. Schlorp. We got like a real fucking like weirdo underneath this thing. He's like snorting, he's slurping, he's a guy. I can't remember if he's like from a previous year or he's just some like random person. Yeah, the reward for this year's Easter is like, it's cute because who doesn't like a mascot costume outfit? We've had the chickens, we've had the bunnies. This past several years has like been pretty heavy on the glamours. Hide well, warty one, then spring out to make the walking one screech and jump. This can't wait. Did you just call me a warty one? Hey. Scary one is here. Flee, flee! But if these ones are naughty, Elder One will become Scolding One. No one will know it was these ones. Beside, it isn't that naughty. Hee. Don't be naughty. Have eggy stabby food. Yeah, please. This one didn't mean any harm. Ich, sticky one. Get it away. Who you calling sticky? Not that sticky. I'm freshly showered. Well, if these ones can't have fun with tusked ones, walking ones won't have any fun either. This one will make sure of it. You can have fun with me. Yeah, a monstrous one. This is why these ones need tusked ones. Wonder... There's a fate associated with this event, so... Wonder how many people are still doing it. I trust you returned from a job well done. I am sure Miss Jahili would like to hear the particulars. You may relay your report after I relieve you of that outfit. No, my outfits. I'm glad to hear those sliffs fluttered back home. Thank you for all of your help, Rickubus. Yes, you performed most admirably, not only in deed but in dress. Upon beholding a Tonberry performing such selfless acts of valor, the citizens of Gridania are sure to have sworn to our adorable paragons of pointy justice, all according to plan. Our other volunteers are currently making the rounds and checking the rest of the decorations for any residual surprises, but I dare say we should be able to officially begin the celebrations soon. All that's left is to wait for our Archon eggs to arrive from Ul'dah. Which reminds me, Master Pollen sends his regards. He is currently recovering from injuries sustained from a particularly sharp beak and will therefore be unable to attend Hatchingtide this year. But he generously sent us dozens and dozens of delightful eggs, so many in fact that we had to commission the Goldsmiths Guild to help with their decoration. I hope you enjoy the festivities. Something tells me this shall be a Hatchingtide to remember. We have a problem. Nonata, whatever is the matter? It's the eggs, Jahili. The Archon eggs. Sliff swarmed the shipment as it entered the central shroud and zapped the delivery mammoth into a frenzy. The caravan has been brought to a complete standstill. If only you had seen it, the chaos, the carnage, the eggs, our beautiful Archon eggs scattered across the ground, Sliffs pilfering them like Spriggans, and that smoking mammoth rampaging like an old goat possessed. 'Twas sheer mayhem, Jahili. The Sliffs presented no demands, offered no reason behind their rampant pillaging, but they did keep squeaking about tusked ones, and no fair, and why should walking ones have all the fun? What do you suppose they meant? I heard the Sliffs once held an annual spring festival, but there was an incident involving one of their fighting boars. I believe that was the end of such festivities. I understand how it must pain them to see us cheerfully prepare for Hatchingtide, but those ill-gotten eggs won't ease their suffering. We must find a way to recover them. If I may be so bold, I believe I have the perfect solution to your conundrum. Rickubus's assistance will be crucial, however. You will lend us your aid, yes? You wish to lend your strength to my brilliant plan, do you? Very well, our divine mission is as follows. We must adorn ourselves in the guise of the Tonberry and scare the Sliffs away from the fallen eggs. Ahem, it may seem like a rather familiar tactic, but terror cuts as sharply as a knife in the right hands, as does the power of the Tonberry. We shall remind those Sliffs of what adorable horrors lurk in the shadows. It is time to take the Tonberry's naturally winsome and captivating visage and transform it into a mask of pure evil. Observe. I suppose that makes sense, but what of the delivery mammoth? In its panicked state, it may easily mistake us for naught but common egg thieves, or perhaps not so common considering the guise. That's where Rickubus's participation is crucial. Even an overexcited automaton is no match for an adventurer versed in the arts of warfare. Of course, I shan't be so cruel as to send you into the battle as defenseless as swaddled Tonbaby. You may rely upon me to perform the necessary enhancements upon your guise, and shall grant any stabby sweetheart the ability to withstand even the harshest of electrified zaps. In theory, anyway. In the midst of an adversity lies opportunity, as they say, or rather, in the midst of scattered Archon eggs stand the noble Tonberry, that all might witness its triumphant glory. Very well, let us proceed with Hamlin's plan and see that our eggs are recovered safely. Excellent. I shall commence the enhancement of this guise at once and have it ready for deployment in 2 flicks of a Tonberry's blade. Rickubus, let us meet where the bells of destiny toll. To arms. I didn't hear Kiwi. I saw you redeemed Kiwi, Mechanic Hat. Let me take a sip of some drink. I got some cherry coke today. My OBS has been acting weird, so yeah, I didn't hear Kiwi. Why isn't Kiwi doing anything? There it is. Maybe I just... Am I going insane? Did I not hear it? Or is something wrong? I don't know. Yeah, the call's working just fine. Okay. Let's commence with the last part of this seasonal event. It's not a long event. There's not much to it. I just need to do this 2 times, and I could access all the rewards and get my glamour and everything. People have been doing some straight up foul stuff with this Tonberry costume, though. With the right dyes and a view from the back, you could kind of make yourself look like a dick. So there's been a lot of people taking advantage of that. And it's straight up like it's funny. We arrived just in time for it to start. We just gotta run around collecting eggs, avoiding the AoEs, and scaring the Sliffs. So for these events, they always make sure that at least have to be level 15 to participate in them. They never require too much of an active effort, like combat or skill-wise. They're all easy baby mode things. It's just like a cute little seasonal thing with like exclusive rewards every year. Need about 10 eggs at least to get the max reward. What am I at right now? I'm at 13, so I have more than enough. Hand those over. Yeah, just go help out the crowd. They at least like to make it like slightly chaotic. They had a really good summer one year. I didn't get to stream that though, unfortunately. It involved a giant land shark and a giant bomb that you had to keep like charging and like avoiding AoEs and all that. Ah, shit. There's like no threat of dying in this, from what I could tell at least. Right, I got 10 of the currency for this event, so I could buy most of the rewards, but we're gonna have to kind of like sit here for a while and wait for it to respawn the fate again. I'm trying to remember what was like some of the most recent stuff I did. Yeah, we got this right here. This was from the Loporrit Beast Tribe. This was my new mounts. It does a cool little animation with a accompanied song. It's not the fanciest looking mount. It was kind of lame, but like just the fact that it does this little animation accompanied by the song is like it kind of redeems it in a way. What was the... I got some other mounts I probably haven't shown off since I last streamed Final Fantasy for an event. One of those mount collectors. Give me all the mounts. This is from the Easter event one year, was just a giant egg. Sadly, I wasn't around for this event, so... This was a real money purchase from the Mog station. Cute giant decorated egg that just pops a little chocobo baby out of it. I already showed this one, I think. Got the big ugly troll. Okay, here's from like the latest content. Nothing special. It's just like a crab. I just bought it off the market board because it's like, why the fuck not? I don't have anyone that I could even play the new deep dungeon with 2 the floors that would be able to give me this mount. But you know, I just gotta spend money on it because I'm a loser. We got this dude right here. It's a flying leaf elemental thing. Man, this cat boy is here we go. I got this from the latest PvP series. It's basically a watermelon when you look inside of it. It's got some red. Though with the current filter I have on it, it doesn't quite look like that. Oh yeah. From winning all these matches in PvP, I finally got this, so I got my own little tiny airship. That which I stand on top of as it flies around. Always a mount I kind of wanted, but like I didn't think I'd ever get it because I had no interest in doing the feast, but because they retired the feast and added the crystalline conflict PvP mode, that one is definitely like more entertaining, and I kind of like casually do it and just grinding out like the series XP like every new patch gave more than enough wins that it gave me this little airship. You trying to stream snipe me, buddy? Like, what's your deal? You ain't saying anything. Other than that, I don't think there's any other new mounts. No, nothing else new, really. Just whip out the Rathalos just because. I wonder what the next Moogle Tombstone event is going to reward us with. Hopefully something interesting. Like, I don't know. I know they're probably going to start doing the... What are they called? The Shadowbringers, Trial Mouse, the Gwibbers. So it's probably going to be the Fae one first, if I had to imagine, which is one that I already have. I'm amazed I even got that one. I was, like, very lucky to even get it. It just kind of, like, dropped, and I had the miraculous, like, I only did that fight on Extreme, like, 2 times, and I got my weapon immediately, and then the mount dropped, and I somehow, like, rolled high enough to win it in the group, so I just ended up getting it. I'm like, okay. There's all my luck for Shadowbringers. I'm never gonna get another one. I'm not interested in finding statics and doing hardcore raiding or grinding out the trials enough when they're current content. I just kind of, I'm a shitty casual player. I just enjoy casually playing the game and collecting stuff when I have the opportunity to. And it's back up again, so I can now stop talking and bullshitting to buy time, distract that we're just, waiting for something to happen. This is why mascot costumes are great. You get things like that little cryptid right there. Okay, where... There he is. That should be more than enough. Yeah, that's 13. Just run in there and just start scaring Sliffs if I can. It was like impossible to get a gold rank on the Fates on the first day unless you like partied up with people, because there was just so many people and not enough eggs or Sliffs to go around to earn them with. It was kind of like everyone was like crazy, but it's chilled down. There's like still a considerable amount of people doing it, but nothing like day one. Day one was like, you couldn't even see what the fuck was happening, so... With these seasonal events, I'm like always, do I do it day one and then like have everything be blocked out by players, or do I swap to a different server? But I don't know. I kind of like seeing the chaos of a lot of people active out in the world for like a little particular event. Because every MMO has the issue of like, oh, the overworld is dead, no one's ever out doing anything. Then you have small situations like this where there's like a seasonal event and it breathes a little life into the world. Not the kind of life that it needs, but still. It's something, I guess. Okay, everyone's mostly got their eggs and they're just getting the fuck out of there. Ba 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 da ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba 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 da. That's 2 gold ranks, so I should be able to afford everything now. Go back to where the event takes place, finish up the quest, and then buy all the stuff. And here comes our hero now. Hamlin has just been regaling us with the tale of your valor, Rickubus. We can't thank you enough for recovering those Archon eggs. Truly, from the bottom of our hearts and purses, thank you. My single regret is that no rapturous bystanders were present in those solitary woods to witness such valorous displays. Alas, the Tonberry's majesty will once again pass unacknowledged, yet such is often the way with true goodness. The hero that works in secrecy for the betterment of all, my friends, their name is Tonberry. Profound, I'm sure. I must say, Hamlin, your unflagging devotion to all things Tonberry is both remarkable and admirable. Pardon me. We were in those solitary woods, and we saw what you did for us, or what the Tonberries did for us. I was heartbroken when a Sliff snatched away the Archon egg that my friend had given me. But thanks to you, it was recovered safely. You Tonberries have my eternal thanks. I only wish you didn't have to scare those Sliffs so badly. The poor things. Is there no other way to deter their mischief? My Tonberry senses are tingling. Indeed. Consider this. If we decorate our eggs with a Tonberry theme, the Sliffs wouldn't dare snatch or sabotage them. A dark green coat on a large egg with 2 golden circles for eyes? Not bad at all. Perhaps even cute. Jihili, perhaps this is what your dream foretold. Not just Tonberry guises, but Tonberry eggs and decorations as well. In which case, we should send word to our old goldsmiths that we'd like another batch of Archon eggs and some striking shades of Tonberry. I don't know if this is new to this year, but like the egg decorations glow. Like it's just, it seems like there's new egg decorations everywhere. I'm not sure if it's always been this way or not. I like it though. Of course, all of our eggs are packaged during transit, meaning the Sliffs will likely continue their mischief outside the city. I'm tempted to send a Tonberry guard with the caravan, but the road from Olda is far too long to attempt in such a guise. We shall continue to consider possible alternatives, but in the meantime, should you happen to come across another waylaid shipment, I hope I can count on your assistance. As a Tonberry, of course. Well, seeing as our Archon eggs have finally arrived, I dare say it is time to officially get cracking. Let the Hatching Tide festivities begin. It's not easy being green. Unnerving undulations. Frighten. You are doing me a frighten. Whoa. Whoa. It looks so... I expected it to be a little bit more slow, but it's like... The typical goofy shit that they give us for these events. Where was the vendor? Oh, yeah, this is like... Okay, what does this look like from behind? Surely that's a Tonberry, huh? Right? That ain't what it seems. The egg advocate right here. Okay. Take a bite of Tonberry head. Tonberry body. Tonberry hands. Tonberry coulettes. Tonberry boots. Papaya demastered orchestrion roll. Gotta get that. And then I'll do 3 of the posters. And then we'll use our final egg for some stupid fireworks that are pointless. So let me register the music. Where are the fireworks that I just bought? Doesn't even remember the fireworks. Oh well. Now I got this cute little Tonberry outfit. Good reward this year, if I have to say so. And this is the pro of being a Lalafell right here, is I actually fit in the outfit. And it's the appropriate size for a Tonberry. Without the robe, what do the other parts look like again? So new bottoms to use. Of course, nothing else really works without the central piece of the outfit. Let me just put that back in my actual outfit back on. So we'll head to the inn room so I can store this away. And then what I think I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna do some of the deep dungeon, maybe a round or 2 on that. Cause there is stuff that I need to grind for that still. Been kind of slacking on Final Fantasy activities. So, okay, we don't need, because this is an event item, it goes into the armoire. We don't have to waste any space with the glamour dresser. This is just a free storage. And that's about it for Hatching Tide, so to Mordana we go. We'll do some more Final Fantasy stuff. I always feel bad that sometimes these event streams are always a little on the short side. So once you unlock the most recent deep dungeon, this guy right here acts like a shortcut. Like, if by any chance you're out there and you don't already know this, and you're a Final Fantasy XIV player and you didn't know about Eureka Orthos having quick travel, this guy takes you straight there. You don't have to like fly there manually. I don't know if they really made a good job at like conveying that like he's there and he does that. Mechanic Cat, why are you... Why? Thank you for gifting 10 subs to people. No. That's way too much support to be giving me. It's... Oh, thank you. It's, Enter joke here. Merlin VT, Squid Tree, Retrowave 64, Hoshi Mochi Desu, XX Massive XX, Doctagon, V Templar, It's Me, Kami Kang, and Tired Spire all get subs. And they're gonna, what the fuck? Rick streams? What is he streaming? Oh, he's streaming Final Fantasy 14. He talks mad shit about, like, everything, and then like he plays fucking Final Fantasy 14. What a hypocrite. I give as much support I want. You're now my mom. Fuck you. Thanks a ton, Mechanic Cat. I'm just I don't know how to. I'm not good at like. I'm not good at receiving gifts and support. I'm like, I don't know, I'm like always fighting myself, like, do I even deserve this? My output, I gotta get better at my output. I don't know. Thank you, Mechanic Cat, thank you. Oh, you're the real homie. You're always hanging out here and attending the streams when you can. So the deep dungeons are fun, interesting content. They're kind of like a roguelike in a way. You could do them with a party, or you could do them solo. It depends on like the amount of difficulty you want to go for. Fucking, of course we get 2 fucking summoners that just have this gigantic fucking ass Bahamut that's just gonna fucking block my screen constantly. How annoying. Intuition. So that's gonna... If there's any hidden treasure on this... None on this floor. It's been a while since I've done some combat in Final Fantasy XIV, so I gotta kind of remember remember my skills and how to use them, because I've been doing PvP and like other classes and all that, so I get rusty at my jobs. Final Fantasy XIV can be like that sometimes. Like, you'll log in and you don't have to do any fighting. It's either, you know, try and socialize a bit, or just do other content that is more on the less fighty side. And I always spend like once I finish up the content, it's kind of like, okay, you can kind of enter a break period with Final Fantasy 14. You don't have to like do the raid dungeons as much anymore. Like once you get all the items you want and the gear you want. Okay, the treasure chest is over up. Right, next floor. HP MP maximum increased, so we got a buff floor. Yeah, we have the gate to the next floor in this room. I gotta say though, I don't really like the whole Allegan theme that this deep dungeon has. It's kind of like ugly, not easy on the eyes, not very interesting to look at. Maybe on the later floors it looks better, but like when you're stuck on floor 21 through 30, it's just kind of like bleh. So welcome to the stream, Enter Joke here. You were lucky enough to get one of the subs from Mechanicat. I think I gotta at least clear this 10 times to get one of the framing kits. Which is for like the little pictures that pop up anytime an instance starts now. Which has been a cool feature that they added in this expansion. People doing a lot of like funny things with it. It gives another unique reward to collect from a lot of places, and they retroactively have been going back and adding it to some content. So it's a good way to revive old content or make people go back and complete said old content. Where? There we go. Alteration. There is a hidden treasure somewhere on this floor. We got a lot of rooms though. I hit the wrong enemy entirely. Oh shit. Good, good. Aether pool increase. So now be slightly stronger. It's always good to go get the silver chests on during this mode because like they're essentially like your way of leveling up and getting stronger. We've already unlocked the thing, though. I think. Wait. No, it's in here. It's in here. I like to collect treasure. I'm sorry, guys. We could leave after this. There we go. We got the accursed horde. We could leave now. Nope, that was a mimic. Oh my god. It is called Death Trap and they stood right there. No. And okay, I got a Phoenix down. So they could revive the other person. I think I know that row Ruby. You've probably been fighting them in PvP lately, maybe? That's how you, like, notice a lot of people. It's Ruby Rain is who this person is. I show you my bell, please respond, is their little information box. Yeah, good. Probably turn on the chat. Yeah, it hurts like a bitch. Ugh. Those things don't fuck around. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm, like, worried about. I'm gonna say, like, oh, hey, my friend says hi, and I go, who's your friend? I'm like, I put myself into an awkward social situation. Never mind. Crawls into a corner. This is a MMO. People don't talk in MMOs anymore. They just do content. They're just mindless drones. We're essentially all NPCs to each other to accomplish ends meet. Turn my back to it. There we go. Get out of the AoE. So a lot of enemies just do like their own little unique thing, but like a lot of the rooms just kind of like throw a bunch of random enemies together, and certain combos could be pretty dangerous and annoying to deal with, especially this fucker right here with the electromagnetism. That AoE hurts, it pulls them in, and then it does a giant AoE swing. You don't want to be near it. When the patch first dropped and everyone was running this blindly, that was like a run killer, was these fucking things just constantly. The electromagnetism pulling us into enemies that were doing big AoEs and killing us, and like, what the hell killed us? I know Heaven on High, which was the Stormblood Deep Dungeon, was a lot more... It felt easier. This one feels a little bit more difficult. Not as easy on the eyes either. I just don't like how this one looks. This is why I haven't been doing it a whole lot. I'm just like, and once I'm done with it, I think I'm just like done with it. I'm just like not really gonna bother to continue doing it. Not that I have any reason. It's like a catch-up leveling mechanic anyways, and like oh, it's right here. Ah, well, almost. It is worth it. We got treasure. A lot of people want to always skip things. No, yeah, you've gotten one shot by these things. Like, I think everyone has that. They're like, everyone already knows the mechanics now and like how to deal with these things. Is just get the fuck away from it. Don't even mess with those things. Don't multi-pull with those things. They suck. They just like pull it into a completely different room where there's like nothing to worry about in here. These things just decide to randomly fire wherever the fuck they want. I think there's something also about the dragons that makes them super dangerous. A lot of fun rooms on this floor so far. Fucking, oh my god, no, no, no. Someone hit an enemy spawn trap. Ah, shit. And there's another dragon in this room that spawned behind us. Damage dealt decreased. Great. A debuff floor. And they're throwing dragons at us, it seems. And those things just have a giant fucking screech that hits everything in the room pretty much. Yeah, it's the first time I'm seeing that. You don't really need like the typical party makeup for this content. They could just like have an entire group that is just damagers. Call them damagers. It's DPS. Like I don't know. My brain about MMO terminology is like getting all over the fucking place. We should give the good music. This is like the quiet, like put you to sleep mystery music. You got some pretty good songs that play in this, but yeah. Oh, here we go. Blinded. Oh great, now we oh. Wait, yeah, we had a Serenity Pomander, which clears all debuff rooms, so we negated that effect. And like a dumbass, I just hit a trap. But we had another Pomander, which turns all the enemies into these little harmless dudes for a brief time, so we don't have to worry as much. Oh wait, there's a treasure chest right there. One of the patrolling mobs that goes from room to room. Knockback disabled. Explosion trap. Trying to recall where that enemy is from, or if that's like a new skin for that kind of mob. Oh. It's like a Hydra, but mechanical. I'm pretty sure we've seen that in a dungeon before. We have to have seen that in a dungeon before. But enemies are usually really only activated by like sight. Sometimes like if you run by them, they detect the footsteps. So if you're careful enough, you could stealth by enemies. And in some cases, if there's a bunch around your entrance to the next floor, you could kind of like cheese them out if it's fast enough. Takes a few seconds to activate. There we go. We don't have to fight that other giant turtle. Now, this is like a 100 floor dungeon, so Imagine doing 100 floors of this. Couldn't be me. I can't be. That's like a fucking entire day's worth of probably playing this shit, and I can't be asked with that. I'm not that kind of poop soccer. A depressing occurrence happened to me a couple. When was it? I think on the 30th or the 31st, there was a live letter for Final Fantasy XIV, and like, it's kind of like the realization that I'm just not excited as much as I used to be for that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just kind of like, I'm streaming now, I'm VTubing, I'm doing other stuff that I'm passionate about. It's like Final Fantasy is like finally kind of like taking a back seat, kind of, where it's like not much can really excite me too much about it. I still love playing the game a lot. It's just kind of like, it's just that moment of like, oh well, not necessarily outgrowing Final Fantasy XIV, but it's just like priorities are kind of shifting a bit, so I don't like even waiting so long to do this Easter event. It felt weird. So here we go. Here's the boss. Which is a Tiamat clone. Those silly Allegan experiments. It's just a lot of tiptoeing around. Being aware of your surroundings. I deserve that. I was stupid. Run between these, get behind it, and something's gonna be firing on me. The Waymorn. So I just gotta easy. I'll give it to the machinist. I got a Orthos Aether Pool Fragment, which I think I need 10 of to get the Framers kit. Then 3 Bronze Tin Sacks. Okay. No, I think this is the vendor over here. Here's the garbage. Something cool. That's a minion. I already have it, but I could probably give it to an alt or sell it. Exchange artifacts. Okay, so yeah, I need 10 of these in order to buy the Eureka Orthos Framers kit. So I only have 2 at the moment, sadly. Okay, let's do another round. Start from 21 again. If you're going for floor 100, I believe you have to start from 1 and work your way all up to the top. And if you wipe at, say, level 90, then like you're gonna have to start from 1 all over again. If you're just casually grinding this stuff, you could do the same 10 floors over and over again. Ah, fucking chair. The arms on it are like one of the arms is broken. And I really need to oil this thing because it's like it's extra creaky. It's me moving my fat ass around in this thing. Let me stretch. Thank you for the redeems. Once we're done killing these, I'll take a drink of water. Okay, water time. Sorry, guys. Looks like you ran into an explosive trap anyways, so. One thing I like about the deep dungeons is it takes a lot of the themes from several dungeons and combines them all within like a random pool, so chances are all the music you're gonna get is it's a nice varied amount of songs. The game has a lot of great music. I love the Final Fantasy XIV soundtrack. It's like banger after banger after banger. It's got a lot of variation to it. Fuck it. Let's just murder everything. This song was from, I think, one of the final post-expansion dungeons for Stormblood. Which is like a giant ashen desert, which basically used to... It's like all the aether from the land was drained, just leaving nothing but ash behind. Fortune smiles upon you, possibly. We have deemed that room not worth it. Turn my back to the center. Turn my back to the center again. We had 2 of those things. That's a mimic. It's gonna cast exhaust on me or someone and give me mimic aids. Looks like they gave them some new tricks. Yes, maybe they could charm you now. They've been canceling that out, so they haven't had a chance to do that to me yet. I really should be using Peloton to kind of like speed everyone up. I always forget to do that. I'm a bad bard. You could kind of get cocky and single pull things in here, because they usually don't do enough damage to kill you straight out, since you don't really need tanks or healers in this mode necessarily. It's more of knowing all the enemy's mechanics and being very careful and cautious about like running around in the room like a chicken with its head cut off, because stepping on the wrong trap and spawning a bunch of enemies, or getting silenced for up to a minute, or just causing an explosion that takes away like 75% of everyone's health. That's the kind of stuff that actually kills you. Sometimes, or usually unfortunate. Do I have any Phoenix Downs? No. Well, okay. As a red mage, so that they could actually... oh, someone had a Phoenix down. Silver chest, make me stronger. This is my 3rd time overall doing this, so not as strong as I could be. Everyone else probably is. I'm just behind on things. Music swap. Knockback disabled on this floor. Don't mind. No accursed horde. Give us a Pomander of Intuition, please. It's always like, it sucks to go through this like 10 floors and not get one piece of accursed horde. It's the allure of like a gacha element of like, okay, here's like a bunch of like stuff that could be like cosmetics or like previously rare items that you can get easy. Ooh, I almost died there as I wasn't paying attention. I was talking like an idiot. We gotta go kill some more stuff to activate the next floor. Yeah, Bardines for your Chocobo minions that are now kind of a little inaccessible because they're in dungeons that no one runs anymore. Triple Triad cards that are exclusive. Minions and exclusive like umbrellas, minions, and I think you can even get the Framers kit from... Oh, fuck. You can even get the Framers kit from the Accursed Horde if you're lucky enough. New haircuts. So, if you're not running this content to necessarily level up your classes, you can always run this content to at least, like, get cosmetics or get the items that will sell for money on the market board. There's like always incentive to do content like this, even if you don't really necessarily get anything out of it from a growth standpoint. Strength. I'm gonna pop one of these. Okay, you don't want to be standing in front of it when it uses that ability. They just learned that the hard way. I think we gotta kill some enemies to activate that. That's how you revive people if you don't have any resurrectors. Is you have to kill a bunch of enemies. Oh, no, wait, it did work. And then it will revive everyone who's dead. So if you're the last one standing, you don't have a Phoenix down, you don't have a revive spell. You just gotta kill enough enemies to hopefully activate that and revive everyone, otherwise you're fucked. Be the run killer. Okay, we could just get the fuck out of this floor. Sometimes you can be thorough, go for that accursed horde. Sometimes people just want to be fast about it and grind it out. Blinded, goddammit. Do we have any... I don't think we have any... Again, that chest. Oh, I got lucky. So sometimes when you open those, like, shitty chests, instead of, like, the usual junk or a phoenix down, you can get an aether pole fragment. Or, like, a potsherd, or what other item is, like, usually, like... That saves me a run, technically, because, like, you get those, like, for every 10 floors of this you run over and over again. So now, instead of having to do this 10 times exactly, I only have to do it 9 times exactly because I got that. It's rare if you could get it, but I got lucky. Uh-oh. Dead. Me stupid. Hey, it's the guy who streams Splatoon 3 and Final Fantasy 14. Hey, Nano. Yeah, today's one of those days. Splatoon and a Final Fantasy 14 stream back to back. Wowee, exciting. And we're still blinded on this floor, so I'm probably missing half the shots I take. So many fucking dragons, holy shit. There's one right there, and I had my back to it, I didn't realize. It's like when you're antsy in this, when you're antsy in this kind of content, not good. Because then you risk running over traps or pulling more mobs. Sometimes people like to just pull entire rooms. If you have specific pomanders to use, you could actually one-shot everything super fucking easy. Nah, I've been doing okay. It's not quite warmest yet. Some days it's still pretty cold, but haste granted. Knockback disabled. Me wanted to see the Bing Bing Wahoo movie today, but oh, a mimic room. We got unlucky and got the mimic room. Whoopsies, that's my fault, technically. Didn't mean to pull both mimics, but... Me stupid. Me dumb. So it's already floor 27. We're just about done with this run. You're only gonna watch the movie from home? Or the movie home? I really wanted to see it today to lift my spirits after just the shit time I've been having at work lately, and just like the depression sleeping the days away as I usually do. Finally an intuition. No accursed horde on this map. Theaters here aren't going to display with the EN audio. Oh. I mean, do you really want the English voice actors, honestly? Fucking Chris Pratt's like half-hearted. This is the Mushroom Kingdom. Wahoo, here we come. And fucking Seth Rogen doing the fucking typical like, hey everyone, I'm fat and I'm obnoxious and I hate weed. I'm Donkey Kong. Fucking Seth Rogen, such an unfunny piece of shit. Yeah, a lot of people that like all the voice talent for that movie looks like dog shit. I just want to see it because it's Mario. I want to see it for the animation. I don't care about any of the stars. I don't care about any of the voice actors. Right, we have Purity. I didn't realize I had the mimic aids on me. But Big Pet, okay, Jack Black as Bowser, like, yeah, like, he's the only one actually fucking making an effort of the voice talents for the movie. But yeah, fuck Seth Rogen. I don't hate Chris Pratt, but I don't feel like he's a good fit for Mario. Like, realistically, Jack Black is like the only fun actor they even put on the movie. Oh, I can't silence that, so sorry, guys. Yeah, it's because, okay, Charles Martinet is in the movie voicing some sort of like support role or whatever. I haven't really seen much of the spoilers. Yeah, I've seen the spoilers of like a post-credit scene and like a few stills from it. Like, I'm not trying to see spoilers and look, but I know it's also the Mario movie, and like all the critics are like panning it because like, oh, it's not that deep. It's not growing on the Mario franchise. It's like, what do these critics want? It's fucking Mario. He goes wahoo and bing bing. He collect coin. He throw a fireball. Mario isn't supposed to be this like fucking deep depressed. It's very different from what Hollywood schlock is supposed to be, even though it has an all-star cast of fucking Hollywood talents everyone loves to jack off and talk about on talk shows and shit and go see movies. Like, Japan as a country, they're like, when it comes to marketing movies, it's all about like star power and stuff too. So it's not much different from like American movies, or it's like big names sell things, so they like kind of understand that in the American market, which is why they didn't want to sell a movie with just like, oh, it's Charles Martinet as Mario, and people are gonna go, who? Even though like everyone who's like a gamer knows who Charles Martinet is, but it's, you know, your mom and dad, they ain't gonna know. They're gonna know Chris Pratt. They're gonna know Jack Black. They're gonna know fucking Seth Rogen or whatever. Yeah, Disney and Shrek really ruins. Like, I like when animated movies could have like names you didn't even know voice acting shit. Now it's like, oh, well, only celebrities can voice act in animation, and that sucks. It really sucks. You end up with the problem of the anime industry, where it's like the same 3 or 5 voice actors in virtually every fucking show or movie. But I hate anime dubs. I like to watch anime subs. I very rarely will ever watch a fucking anime dub, and a lot of people can't convince me, oh, the dub is good, the dub is perfectly fine. It's just a few shows, it can work to its benefit. They actually get people that aren't the fucking same 5 voice actors that work in the fucking American dubbing, anime dubbing industry. Even then, like, I don't really like the delivery. The inflection of the voice is always, like, off compared to, like, what I feel it should be, too. Like, when I hear the original alongside the dub, and I'm like, no, this is awful. Why does anyone actually... Because people want to multitask, they don't want to pay attention to an anime, so why watch the anime in the first place if you're not going to give it your full attention? So I may as well read. I don't mind reading. I'm one of those weirdos that... Give me a moment. I have to walk away for a second. I don't know if you hear the dogs going ape shit, but I gotta see what they need. So I'll throw you guys in like a quick little BRB.
Yeah, I'm here to kill Mr. Fukushima.
See, I told you, this is real.
By Addison.
It's in 1 out of every 4 US homes with over 70 million units sold worldwide. So what can we do to make the original PlayStation better? Shrink it. This is the newly redesigned compact version of the PlayStation called PS1, released in September.
It's about 1/3 of the size of the original PlayStation and much lighter too. So it's really much easier to take with you on trips, take with the family, take over to a friend's house to play. I think one of the benefits is that we've actually redesigned the on-screen display and also offers you the option to choose different sound effects when you're using the PlayStation as a CD player, for example. We've also announced another cool peripheral for the system, which will be available sometime next year in Japan and sometime after that in overseas markets like North America. And that is a 4-inch high-performance LCD screen, which can be connected to the PS1 and allow you for greater flexibility for portable play. One of the key benefits in Japan is with the advance of cell phone technology, which is called iMode in that country. The PS1 will be able to be connected to cell phones to allow you to download games and also exchange information with memory cards. We hope obviously to explore possibilities of connectivity for mobile communications in this market eventually too. The PS1 obviously will be positioning for a younger market, for an entry-level gamer who perhaps is new to the world of video gaming, whereas, as everyone knows, the PS2 offers a much broader range of computer entertainment. We're really pleased because you really have, for the first time, kind of end-to-end solution to cater for all sorts of gamer in the same household.
Plug your PS1 in anywhere. It's now easier to take your favorite games with you. The world of PlayStation keeps on changing, and we'll keep you on top of the new opportunities.
There's a new adventure hero in games, Croc. Join Croc as he runs, jumps, swims, climbs, pushes, stomps, and jelly jumps his way through a breathtaking 3D adventure. Help Croc through 50 amazing levels as he faces hordes of villains and obstacles, from swarming sharks and giant bees to slippery glaciers and hot lava. Croc, Legend of the Gobos. For PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and Windows 95.
3D 用で発売されているヤモリが主人公のアクションゲームがパワーアップして移植されたぞ。尻尾と伸びる舌で敵を倒し、多彩なステージをクリアしろ。
I'm back. Sorry about that. Everyone's gotta be as loud as humanly possible and upset the dogs, so... okay, I'm back on my bullshit. And there they go again. You ever wonder why I don't stream a whole lot? Okay, well, my living situation is never as quiet as I wish it would be. That's a big part of the problem, and trying to soundproof all my stuff is just... I don't have a studio room that I could... It's fucking embarrassing. But yeah, that's just the reason. It really destroys my focus when talking about things. Not only I have to play a game, but I have to listen to like a lot of background noise and barking chihuahuas aren't really pleasant to listen to. I accidentally entered alone. I didn't mean to do that. Let me fix my portrait. Actually, no. I don't care. We didn't get any accursed horde that round either. That sucks. Just happens sometimes, though. No, you guys don't hear it. I do. I don't know. The way I have things set up is like my microphone also picks up a lot of sound that I could like kind of hear myself clearly. So I'm not like muted and have to like yell at my... It helps me control my voice when I talk to be able to kind of hear the feedback a little bit more clearly. But then that also means like I could hear the background noise just fine, but I don't know what my microphone is usually picking up. Like if my keyboard sounds are generally like loud and clacky. This is why I tend to avoid doing like full screen stuff and like a lot of games that require like keyboard, because my setup isn't the best. I don't know when it's gonna improve, when I'm gonna be able to like make it better. There have been times where I go back and listen to the VODs and I'm like, okay, how does this sound? Is it bad? For me, like, I don't know. I don't know what people like when they want to watch a VOD. Keyboard ASMR, like, I don't know. Is that relaxing to listen to? Probably not. I don't know how much of a vibration it's causing to my microphone. That definitely can't be too pleasant. Taking a while for the queue to pop here, huh? Usually it's pretty instant. Yeah, more of me doing embarrassing rambles about just a fucking... I don't know, I mentioned it a million goddamn times, like, I'm not the happiest, and life is definitely getting me down lately a lot, so I want to stream more, I want to do things, and it's just... It's getting hard to find motivation to do a lot of things, especially with the wage slave life, where I'm just working this job that I hate, and honestly, I'm not looking forward to fucking submitting millions of resumes and applications to a bunch of other shitty wage slave jobs, and then having to call each one and harass them. Hey, did you get my application? Hey, did you get my application? Hey, did you get my application? And then having to go do a bunch of interviews and fucking bullshit that I'm this, like, Ned Flanders perfect, like, wage slave cog for the machine, where it's like, oh yeah, I love working with people. Oh, I would never say anything bad about the customer behind my back. Oh, the customer is always right. I love helping people. I really want to work here, and I want to work and be a part of the team. I want to be a team player. I look forward to working with all my coworkers and, you know, that kind of like bullshit. I don't care about any of my coworkers. They don't care about me. Chances are, at whatever job I'm at, I am going to outlast everyone. The entire workforce will be completely replaced in the time that I'm working there, in like a matter of months probably, and I'll be the only one. And it's like, okay, all the people I liked have left. Why even bother getting to know anyone? Like, at my current job, I've already outlasted several store managers. I am one of two people that when the store first opened up, who are still working there ever since the store opened, but everyone else has been completely replaced. All the cool coworkers I had, all the people I could consider like acquaintances, or at least like on friendly enough terms that like we could just shoot the shit and talk about whatever, they're all gone. So that's kind of like been depressing. It's just jaded, disillusioned with life. Kind of like, okay, there's gotta be more than just this, but I'm afraid, like, what if there isn't more than this? What if this is just the rest of my life? I already didn't get to live out my dreams of being an artist and being able to do stuff I'm passionate about. I wanted to go into possibly like game design and making games, but even then, it's like I suck at math. I can't program. Every project has like 1 million artists and not enough programmers. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not gonna know how to code for shit. I would have just ended up in an oversaturated market, honestly. It sucks, because, you know, so being an artist was definitely the wrong choice in the long run, but I'm glad I didn't, like, get suckered into paying for college and going into debt for the rest of my life for a job that pays very little to nothing. Yeah, that's life in America, Mechanic Hat, where it's just... The corporate culture is, like, so fucking soulless and grueling that... Everyone is lying through their teeth. No one is genuine. Everyone's just there to work these shitty jobs so that they can afford the bare minimum. And they generally need, like, what? 2 to 3 minimum wage jobs just to afford a shitty little fucking apartment and still survive off of ramen and pay for internet, and that's like most people's lives in America. It feels like even people you think got their shit together, it's like they could barely afford to do anything other than work multiple shitty jobs. And it's like, I don't want that to be me. I'm still living at home like a fucking leech. I work my shit job. I make enough to kind of, take care of myself and pay whatever like my family asks of me, but it's like a lot of people don't have that. So I guess I'm blessed in that way, but also you go fucking insane living at home too and still having to deal with family. I don't trust other people enough to not screw me over. That's just me being misanthropic, basically. Like, I've had too many bad experiences with people that I just don't trust them anymore. A lot of people always let me down. I've been on the receiving end of a lot of nasty stuff, so gotta try rekindling my hope on humanity, I guess. But this is why I'm generally a recluse, where I just kind of keep to myself. And it'd be nice to have friends, trust people, but I don't know. I'm kind of going on a depressing rambling, which is not good. Not good. I really shouldn't do this when I stream. Yeah, it is a cultural thing. Like, everyone's like, oh, my parents kicked me out when I was 13 years old and I had to go work at the fucking iron factory and breathe in toxic fumes and fucking that kind of shit. That kind of fucking mentality in the United States. Meanwhile, they're just building shit apartment after shit apartment complex, and no one can even afford to rent a shoebox, let alone own a home. So if you live on your own and you're working a wage slave life, you may as well just fucking live with family, because you're just gonna live with like 3 to 4 other strangers. And if you don't want to live with other strangers or family, you're kind of gonna be miserable living by yourself and having to juggle everything and just struggle to stay afloat on a monthly. It just all around seems very unpleasant. I don't know. I'm sure you're epic, Nano. You're a pretty friendly guy, pretty silly, and sorry, my brain blanked. You seem to have plenty of friends and a lot of people that admire you and appreciate you and all that. I'm just some weirdo on the internet that I could probably count the friends that I have on, like, using all the fingers of both of my hands, and that's about it. I'm generally very wary of being too social, I guess, nowadays. I'm always self-conscious. I think about, like, oh, am I gonna sound like a loser if I say this, or am I gonna upset someone if I say that? Is replying to this person on Twitter too much? They don't know me. What if I come off as sounding a little too snobby or like know-it-all, which generally whenever I talk I am very snobby and very know-it-all. That's typically what ends up happening on stream anyways, is I go on my dumb bullshit tangents about, oh, games nowadays have no soul. This game's cool, this game sucks, blah blah blah, you know, same song and dance that I do every single stream. People are more patient with me than I deserve, but I am working on being a bit better. That's good. I don't know. I've always been patient with people all my life. But I've had friends that have always, like, gaslit me throughout the years. You know, like, it bothers me. Like, when I had that experience with people where they would just go behind my back and then spread misinformation about me. This is, like, way, way back, too. This is, like, high school years, and it's like, please don't fucking spread misinformation about me. Don't tell people that I have these hobbies that I don't have, or that I do or say these things I never said. That was, like, pretty fucking shitty. That it kind of like, and I kept telling this friend, stop doing that. But like, he had like a learning disorder, or, you know, more of a higher functioning autism and stuff. And I don't know. You can't really, like. Eventually, it just kind of got to a point where I was just like, stopped talking to him and just kind of stopped hanging out with him. And the friendship drifted apart. I used to tolerate a lot of fucking bullshit and a lot of shitty behavior from people I would call friends, and kind of regret not having as much of a spine back then to just say, like, hey, fucking quit this, or I am disowning you as a friend. Treat me better, goddammit. I try and treat you with respect, and you don't treat me with as much respect. And that's the thing, I don't know if they can necessarily help it sometimes. Like, is it deliberate that they're being an asshole, or is it like a cognitive thing or whatever? I know I definitely got my weird fucking Asperger's shit that I do, so. But I feel a little bit more self-aware about how I act, but at the same time, like, maybe I'm not as self-aware as I think I am. Welcome to Trauma Dump the stream, in a fun little Easter-themed stream of Final Fantasy XIV. But I'm in that brainless grinding phase, or like, we've already finished the holiday event, already finished like the Loporrit Beast Tribe finale that we did. Now I'm just like grinding out the current deep dungeon content that we have, and things are going pretty shit here. Oh fuck. Dang, it's taking forever to cast that because I put the lethargy on him. Yeah, I got Asperger's. I don't know, I'm Asperger's with fuzz. I'm toxic. Everyone's toxic. That's a thing that I feel like I don't like about modern internet is I think being toxic to a certain degree is a very human emotion. Fuck. Targeted the wrong mimic. Everyone's got things about them that they're gonna do that piss off other people. There's just no avoiding it. Sometimes it feels good to be toxic. Sometimes it feels good to like vent and frustrate about vent about frustrations. If you bottle that shit up, you're gonna go fucking insane. We didn't really need to pull that mimic, but okay. My patience has been tested so much over the years that I feel like I barely even have it anymore. As told, you have like the patience of a saint. Even when I worked retail, they would say like, you're way too nonchalant for the job. And now like, I'm at a point where I'm like, every minor thing annoys and bothers me immensely. And I'd rather just not deal with anyone or anything. Though I guess I'm like, I have some sort of facade up, I guess. Or I guess that seems like maybe I'm a little bit better at I don't know. I don't want to like argue with like anyone on my streams. Everyone that shows up is like pretty cool and respectful, so it's nice to have that. Tend to not have that in like real life or anything. I'm just like a lonely motherfucker that barely talks or uses my voice, or I don't have any friends. Like, I started to stream off like feeling sad today because it's like, oh, Mario movie came out. Maybe when I get home, me and my brother can beat the crowd and go to an early showing since like all the kids are still in school and whatnot. And then, oh no, he has plans. He's going hiking with a friend, and I'm like, ah, fuck, are you for real? So I didn't get to see Bing Bing Wahoo movie. That is like, I already had like the past few shit days at work feeling like crap. And then, yeah, I don't even get to see the Mario movie on the day that it comes out, which is, you know, waiting years and years, like, is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad? Oh, I can't wait to see it. It's like, launch day excitement, go see the movie, and then not have to worry about, oh, seeing any major spoilers for a fucking Mario movie. It's like, that's kind of like what I wanted to do today, and then it's like, oh no. So here I am, venting my frustrations, playing Final Fantasy XIV on stream. Could have been spending the day at least doing something to bring a little bit of joy to me, but I'm at least happy I'm streaming. I always hate not having... I hate not having more streams. Anytime someone subscribes, I'm like, I really should be putting out more content for you guys. But sometimes I'm, you know, just not feeling up to talking or feeling in the best mindset. And I say this, it's like I'm retreating old ground whenever I talk about this sort of stuff, but it's true. I'm a repetitive person too. Final Fantasy stream. No one typically shows up. No one talks. No one listens. No one probably watches. So I'll be uploading it to YouTube anyways. That'll be embarrassing, but fucking whatever. Life is life. Thrice a month is good enough. Thrice a month doesn't seem like enough streams. I feel like I at least should have 2 or 3 streams a week. There's VTubers out there that are busting their ass to stream 4 to 5 days a week. And if I expect any sort of growth or results from what I do, I know it's like I've already been doing this for almost nearly a year. Come January this year, I'll have my first anniversary. I don't have anything big or special planned. I'm not gonna debut a new model. I'm not gonna rebrand. I don't think I'm ever gonna rebrand. I think I'm fine as is. I just need to, you know, make more scenes, make more settings, maybe fix some things about the model once I could get past the anxiety of opening up Live 2D and fucking with things over again and maybe improving upon the model. This is Gloom. Enemy movement speeds increase. Enemies also do... Oh, okay, well, we don't gotta worry about that. Room full of enemies. You got your anniversary coming up, Nano? You probably got a lot of life stuff going on that you're only allowed to like really stream on the weekends, and got a lot of people that show up to your streams. I'm not the typical kind of VTuber that super into it, where I do love VTubing. I love the whole aspect of like performative art, but like at the same time it's like I'm not playing a character. I'm kind of just me. I have a character that I could technically play, but at the same time it's like I'm feeling bland. But that's kind of what I wanted the character to kind of be anyways, is bland. You see a lot, oh, I'm the demon prince of the underworld and I'm gonna play video games for you on twitch.tv. Oh, I'm a demon king. Oh, I'm a sexy succubus. I'm gonna play Stardew Valley for you on Twitch TV. Oh, I'm the most biggest badass demon in all of hell. Today we're gonna be playing Power Washer Simulator. Hi, I'm Rick. I'm an incubus. And, I dislike people, but I like birds. And, I don't know, women don't like me, so I just sit indoors all day and play video games. I got lore, I just don't really like... I don't know if I'll ever do a lore video. That's a lot of work that I probably can't be asked with doing. Oh, you started in January but missed the date. Oh, okay, I see, I see. I had an old succubus OC that is like basically kind of like what I had in mind for this, where it's like she naturally just repels everyone. They're repulsed by her. They're not attracted. So it's like an anti succubus. So I'm like, you know what? I could essentially just be the same anyways with a who the fuck wants this? No one. It's an incubus with a K. It's the whole CMYK theme with the color of eyes and the mouth and the body. Like I talked about this during last Splatoon stream. And some people didn't realize like at first like, oh, that's what your theme is. CMYK Inc. I'm like, yeah, I'm smart. Oh, fucking goddamn it. They put this fucking thing. This could end our run right here if we're not careful. Ooh, this is scary. Okay, I guess we're going for it. Okay, well, we killed her. I guess that does work on her, the Pomander. Man, I'm not really an over-the-top excitable person. I'm just kind of like calm, nonchalant. Very boring. I feel boring. Not high energy. More lethargic, more sloth-like. My content generally just isn't for everyone, because like I know my personality just isn't for everyone. Died in 2 seconds. It's because we have the Pomander. I didn't know that the Storm one, which it reduces every enemy's hit point on the floor to like 1. I didn't know it worked on that mob. It's a good get out of jail free card if you have one of those, but if you don't, then it could like really fuck you over hard. Especially if it's like in a room filled with a lot of like really dangerous mobs. Hurry up, guys. Get in the gate. Get in the gate. Fuck. Okay, we got through. Extremely unfair and really beneficial charm point. What do you mean? What's charming about me? I insult the games that people love all the time, and then I say, my shitty games you never heard about are better than your shitty games you never heard about. Did I say that right, or did I just pull a fucking dumbass? I just pulled a fucking dumbass. Yeah, this is gloom on the floor. We don't have anything to... may as well just remove all the traps on this floor. Oh, fuck. Looks like they got a phoenix down. Speaking of like dumbass shit happening, the whole Mario movie thing is like revived the whole rivalry of like Sonic versus Mario fans, or like Sonic fans are like, they're so afraid of the Mario movie doing good, better than the Sonic movie, that like they're going down the like fucking preschooler playground levels of like, Sonic is stronger than Mario. He could kill Mario with 7 of the Chaos Emeralds. All Mario can do is throw fireballs. What? He's not as strong. And if anything, I think the Mario movie, it will probably age better than the Sonic movies, honestly. Saw a really bad hot take someone had where live action movies cost more to make than animated movies. And I'm like, on what fucking planet do you live on? Because like, in what reality is a animated movie ever cheaper to make than a live action movie? You could take most stills from like a Sonic movie, remove Sonic, and no one would even know it was a Sonic movie. But I feel like if you took the Mario movie and removed Mario from any scene... Fuck, I'm really eating shit this fight. If you removed Mario from any of the scenes, it would still... You could probably still tell it's the Mario movie. Like, that's just like the Sonic is just like a whole weird fish out of water thing where it's like... Sonic's identity has no real consistency. It's like it's such a weird franchise that not even Sega like fucking properly takes care of it, and they've memed on Sonic all these years and treated him like a punching bag, and it's like, at least Nintendo doesn't do that with Mario. But I expect the Sonic fans to go absolutely crazy, insane, ape shit if the Mario movie is an outstanding success that makes a shit ton of money and surpasses the Sonic movies in profits. It starts with you. 10 reasons why Sonic would make Mario his bitch. Video starts with Linkin Park. I didn't need to read that last part out loud by guilty pleasure. I do kind of like Linkin Park still. Some of their songs just really fucking slap. I'm edgy. I like edgy things. Okay, I got 5 of those Aether Pool grips. I mean, not the grips, the shards. Where is the... Okay. Appraise this sack. Close shave, so that fucking ugly-ass hairstyle. Forbidden Land Endwalker. Alright, so all garbage, essentially. I don't know how much that hairstyle even sells for anymore. I mean, if you want to kill Chaos, it's basically that hairstyle. The fucking that Final Fantasy Forbidden Stranger or whatever the fuck that game is called. The jackass Jack. I could probably do another run. And then I'm like feeling tired of this content. I'll have 4 more runs to do this after this run to be able to afford the thing that I need. Then I don't really have to run it anymore. So, well, at least some people out there also like my voice, I guess. Everyone hates the sound of their own voice. I feel like my voice could sound better if I had a better microphone. Everyone always shits on Blue Yetis. I just don't know how many of those people actually just buy their microphone and plug it into their computer and think that they're done. Like, there's a lot of adjustments and fucking around with it you have to do to get your audio sounding decent. And, truthfully, for many years, that was just that person where I just plugged in my Yeti and thought, like, okay, this is probably good enough. It's like, no. You see, you get digital cables and get voice meter, and you can actually make your voice sound nicer and clearer and not as shit. But I've always been a really awkward person with talking. I got, like, weird speech patterns. I pause a lot. I go, a lot. I say, like, a lot. I listen to my past VODs, and, I always hear myself go, between, like, almost every word. And, you can hear when I breathe in, because I'm, fat and I run out of breath very easily. I've been trying to think of like what I possibly want to be streaming for this month. I have 2 games in mind, maybe 3. Whether or not I'll be able to like actually stream all of them, we will see. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. That is a room-wide self-destruct. You do not want to fuck around with that shit. Two of the games I would want to stream, probably games no one has ever heard about or knew existed, as I usually do with my game choices. Scrimblow Bimblow games that very few people actually know exist. One is more on the shovelware side. The other is a Sony game that Sony themselves funded, but had so very little confidence in it, and it was probably like right as the PS3 was announced that they basically just swept it under a rug. It's a very weird PS2 game. Pointy's Point. It's got a really cool, like, early 2000s pop style to it. And it's, like, fully voice acted in English. It's got English settings and all that. It's like, the team made it, and, like, they're like, alright, well, we're gonna localize it at the same time. That way, when it's released in America, like, it's easy, but then Sony was like, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna publish this game in America. It's just gonna be Japan exclusive." So they're like, "Oh fuck that," and so yeah, we were denied Pointy's Point. That was around the time that Sony basically just like made the jump to like, we want everything to be gritty, we want it to be hyper realistic, we want it to be brown and bloom. Rick, I'm sorry to be the guy. What do you mean, sorry to be the guy? What do you mean, sorry to be the guy? Pointy's point, me and all my oompies know it. Yeah, well, of course you know it. One of the first streams I ever saw you fucking playing a video game was like fucking... What is it? The fucking car game where the cars have attitudes. It begins with a Q or a C. It's like the Japanese Hot Wheel equivalent, but they made games about it. But yeah, cultured people know about Pointy's Point. Fucking Vine Sauce had it on his weird, obscure PS2 game stream a while back. So it's more in public conscious now, but I've known about it even before Vine Sauce covered it. It's something I always wanted to play and stream, so I don't have any experience with the game, so I'll be going into that blind. 40Q series, Road to Trip Adventure, baby. They could handle that. Okay. We got a piece of a cursed horde. Current channel told you about. Okay, I see. I always like finding VTubers that have like good taste in things, good aesthetics, interesting game choices. You don't interpret this too much as me talking shit and saying all other VTubers fucking suck and all that, but like I get bored by a lot of like VTuber choices in the games they want to play. I know for a while, like, every single VTuber was fucking playing, like, Metal Gear Solid. And, like, it's just, like, Metal Gear Solid over saturation. I don't care how good the game is. I don't care how brilliant Hideo Kojimbo is. Hideous Kojimbo does it again. Here's the thing, Mechanic Cat, you actually do a lot of variety streams. You read manga, you play video games, you play guitar, you even do some art streams every so often. You do good variety streams. You do more to like bring people into your streams than I do. And like you also do collabs with people too. You did the spooky campfire stories and all that with Spike and I can't remember who the other person was, but yeah, you branch out there and do all kinds of different content. I just fucking show up in sweatpants and play video games. Retrov, you do art streams and you play Final Fantasy 14. You got a lot of other stuff going on in life right now. I know, so I always like do my shithead opinions and then I worry I make people feel like, oh, well, no, he's talking about me. It's like, no, everyone has their plus sides and all that. I'm just like, I'm just a pretentious asshole. I'm a fucking pretentious nerd. Oh, they brought it up because the first stream they saw it was Tulip. Pointy's Point feels like one of those last weird obscure PS2 games, or eventually gonna reach a point where like all obscure Japan only games are gonna just be known at this point. You got a Phoenix down? You do. I'm playing like shit. My Steam is running out for this this content. Doing too many rounds of this in a row can be quite exhausting. My willpower to play Final Fantasy XIV has kind of withered a lot. You can only take so much grinding until like you kind of like your brain starts to deflate. I have many opinions, Mechanic Hat, and I will always upset many. Yeah, it's the weird part about Pointy's Point was it has full English support even though it was Japan only. Voice acting too. This is like, it's kind of just absurd that Sony was just the way that they were and they just didn't want to bring it to the States. I guess maybe they wanted to save money because like they're gonna be releasing the PS3 and like having to launch so many like fucking shit in stores already. That's just like why waste the money to bring over another game that is gonna be for a console that people are just gonna shovel out and get rid of because no one's gonna want to buy a PS2 game if the PS3 exists. It's just funny because I was looking at a thread on Video Game Retro on a Mongolian basket weaving forums, and someone in the thread is kind of like, I wonder why Klonoa, after they had a PS2 game and then a Game Boy Advance game, went back to the PS1 and made a Klonoa volleyball game. Like, the easiest answer to that is, like, Japanese gamers often, you know, still play a last generation console. Way past its prime. The install base is already there. It's like, it's kind of different in America. When they release a new console, shit just immediately dies. Like, retailers want that shit out. They liquidize everything. It's like, oh, PS2? That's last year. That's last year's shit. Everyone, you have to upgrade to a PS3. Get rid of your PS2. Get rid of all your games. Which is fucking bullshit. Anyone that, like, fucking sold all their games to GameStop, I feel sorry for it, because, damn. A lot of games nowadays are, like, worth money. And, they probably, like, feel bad about that now. I know I would if I had trade in my games for, like, $4 off towards a fucking next game that I would then feed back into the cycle of selling for $4 to be able to buy a new game. I have a collection of all my retro games that are important to me throughout the years. And even Nintendo stuff, first party Nintendo stuff, that should be dirt fucking cheap. Nintendo overproduces all their fucking first party stuff. But no, even that's rare now. A copy of Luigi's Mansion is not exactly cheap. I don't want to say it's like super expensive either, but it's definitely like, it's definitely a little bit pricey to buy it used now. If you go to GameStop, you'd probably used to be able to like find copies of it for like $5 or whatever, because everyone had to have like had Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube, I feel. Let me stretch. Okay, I'll take a drink in just a second. We got one of the new songs, I think, that has vocals to it. Has a sip of Coke to kind of wake me up a bit. Yeah. Crow, where are you? Crow. Where is he? Crow. There he is. He's gonna join me here. Yeah, it's not hard to, like, really play a lot of these old retro games. The means of playing them are very easy, and, like, if anyone wants some interesting games to stream, like, I play plenty of them. I know games that, like, would vibe very well with people, though it's also a matter of, like, personal skill, whether or not, just notice my full party is, like, fucking, my full party is goddamn tanks. It's always a matter of, like, some people get sick easily from old game cameras. Sometimes, like, they're not the best gamers and, like, might feel intimidated by certain play styles, and they like a little bit more of a casual or RPG approach rather than action game approach. So let's always have to be considerate of that. Like, some people are, their style and threshold of gameplay can sometimes be very different from what I could tolerate, essentially. I am someone that just really loves physical presentation of games. I mean, physical in the sense of, like, graphical, I guess, is it's like, I love games that are made by artists and it's obvious, like, they're a labor of love and there was integrity and stylistic choice behind a lot of what they do with games. It's very deliberate. They were trying to stand out and make something unique and fresh. Sometimes it's not always, like, the best game per se, but it's playable in my opinion. And it's definitely very memorable. That's the kind of stuff I vibe with the best when it comes to gaming. That's why I shit on a lot of modern gaming, because it doesn't have any of that. Indie stuff has that. Modern AAA doesn't. Modern AAA is miserable. Skill issue. Yeah, a lot of people have skill issue. I think I can adapt to multiple gameplay styles quite easily. I just don't like, I don't like RTS games. Simulator games kind of bore me. I'm not good at fighting games. Definitely not good at fighting games. You know my stinky opinions about fighting games, Nano. Like, to me, fighting games are just like the anti-interesting games. Like, they usually have, like, really cool styles, really cool iconic characters, but then, like, just at the end of the day, what the gameplay boils down to, and, like, the way they present the story a lot of the time, just doesn't interest me. It's just like a Star Wars text crawl. Where it's like, okay, this is the entire character's backstory. Now just do a bunch of random fights and shit. And maybe the characters might be related to one another. And then get to a cool final boss, and then the gameplay is like, alright, well, do that again, but with a different character. And get little tidbits of their lore and whatever, and then that's about it, yeah. It's... Fighting games... A lot of cool characters and a lot of wasted potential for games that would vibe better with me, honestly. You take your visual novel and you like it, blue balls. Yeah, visual novels aren't really my cup of tea either. Oh, we got the creepy robotic music. The Shiva theme song here. If you guys can even hear it. I think the volume is of a decent setting. Mechanicat said it sounded okay earlier. Me running over explosive trap because I'm stupid. Got a mimic. Yeah, no problem, Nano. I'll get out of here. I'll leave all the dashing and walking to you. When it comes to fighting games, the only fighting games I actually like are Smash Brothers games. Usually, it's like just because I'm a big Nintendi. I like Nintendo. But those aren't even real fighting games when you ask a general fighting game person, like, oh, is Smash Brothers a fighting game? And then Smash Brother fans have earned a Series A reputation that you don't want to be associated with now, unfortunately. It's like, man, why do other people ruin everything I like? It happens so often. Yeah, it feels good to hit things. Usually you don't want to play a game where it feels like you're doing mosquito stings to enemies, like how I'm playing Final Fantasy right now. Probably infuriating to see like how little damage I seem to do when I hit something for damage. And sometimes you want those big meaty hits. I don't mind a little bit of slow combat, though. I don't know. I'm just like one of those mentally ill people that enjoy MMOs. Well, that also just has to do with, like, I guess, general loneliness and not having friends. And it's like, I can sit in my room alone, or I could get in an MMO world and at least there's other people around and maybe I'll make friends. Though it never really necessarily works out that way. I barely make any friends in any MMOs that I play. A lot of people are just as shy and afraid to talk to others in MMOs as they are in real life at this point. There used to be a time in history where people who played MMOs would want to socialize with one another because there's a bunch of like equally lonely nerds that wanted to make friends and didn't know how, so they would play MMOs. But now MMOs are just like kind of a normie thing. So you just end up with people that just want to play the game to play the game. They don't even want to socialize, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, Mischief Makers. I guess that's the thing about Mischief Makers, is it's probably like really fun if you're like a enjoyer of fighting games. Fuck, that's a mimic. Yeah, you like those characters of like they're super tiny but they have giant weapons and stuff, like ridiculous giant weapons. I gotta say the new character for fucking Guilty Gear Strive or whatever, Bedman, looks cool to me. I know the lore of that character, and it's his sister or whatever now, and like the old Bedman was his soul's possessing the robot bed now. I like weird, creepy characters like that. It looks really cool. Looks really interesting. Give me monster characters. Give me shapeshifters. I love shapeshifters. What's his name? Arakune, or I think from Blaze Blue. He was a cool character. I like Double from Skullgirls. Morgan kind of counts as a shapeshifter because a lot of her moves like turn her into things. Cool stretchy characters like the fucking cactus guy from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Forget his name. I can never play characters that are too gimmicky, though. I only have a very limited amount of brain capacity. Okay, that thing finally fucking stops. Chases you around the stage. What did we get in our bronze sacks? Garbage and garbage. Let's go gather our daily map. I think I'll start going into the post-game part of the stream and maybe just chat a bit and unwind before ending the stream. This has been a little bit more of a longer Final Fantasy stream than I usually do for Seasonal events, because like, yeah, like usually no one ever really pops in when I'm streaming the game anyway, so it's like, all right, that's the seasonal event, it's over. And like, if I don't have any new content to kind of like showcase, like, oh, here's what we currently have that is brand new, then, you know, there's not really a whole lot to do in the game. But I had a decent amount of stuff to do and a little bit of a grind that I accomplished, and I guess give you guys a little bit of a stream to chat with me or listen to my soothing depression. Oh boy. This is gonna be an embarrassing VOD. Any normal person would probably just like delete this VOD and let it fade into the ether. But I'll go ahead and still upload it on YouTube. I think everyone's generally like probably not happy with the state of a lot of things, so I think most people that like watch my VODs anyways probably don't even like get past the start or like 10 minutes, which is like exactly when the music ends. Most times. Alright, give me that map. Head to the gold saucer real quick. Okay, 69.8. Did I already have that? Yeah. Yes, let's just sell that. How much does the hairstyle sell for? Let's do 344. Let the other two sell, and then maybe that'll maybe I'll sell it for that much. I don't know. Nobody likes that hairstyle. They're all memeing about it. It looks like what's that one meme with like the red eyes and the shitty haircut? I forget like that actor's name. Like he's fallen on hard times or whatever, and that like very infamous like fucking mug shot of him just kind of spread around. Five minutes in the ball pit. All right, you got it. Just let me finish up some tasks here. Ah, no luck. My brain's kind of like in autopilot right now. I hope I didn't miss an obvious row of 1, 2, 3. You want to connect that as little as possible or as high as possible. So you want a 7, 8, 9 as a, well, first of all, you want a 1, 2, 3 row. If you can't get that, you at least want a 7, 8, 9. Then anything in the middle of that kind of just sucks. So those are like the two big prize pools that you could get from the mini cack pot. What do I need to be making today? Let me check the guide. Island Sanctuary Workshop Hub. I need to be making butter, scale fingers, butter, scale fingers. Let's see. Butter. Scale fingers. Butter. And where is it? Where is it? No, this isn't. Okay. Scale fingers. Okay, register preset. Select preset. Ba-ba bing. Ba-ba bing. Check my review raw materials. Current season. Everything is good. So I'll make the maximum profit tomorrow. Collect all these. Menuing and item management and resource management. Woohoo! Showers. I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna check something real quick. I don't think he's currently up. I don't think it. I think it's like supposed to be AM, not PM. Yeah, like the big alligator. He isn't there. There's the Pokemon element of the Island Sanctuary, which is addicting, and depending on rare spawns and certain weathering patterns. I already have the normal farm animal here. Look at this fella. He's a normal farm animal. Okay, collect all the crops. All the leavings from the animals. And yeah, that's pretty much, sorry about that. That's pretty much all I can do in Final Fantasy today. That I could showcase some of the latest content. And just a little seasonal Easter event. So, let's head over to the ball pit real quick. Hello? Where is everybody? Hello? Why am I alone? Gotta move over just a bit. Here they all are. Don't worry, I didn't dismantle the ball pit yet. What's that? What's the shirt say? Well, it's blue and it's got white text. I'll let you imagine what it says. Yeah, I haven't dismantled it yet. I'm just hiding it until I need to whip it out, because I don't know if it's just slowing down OBS or not. Probably isn't. It's just like a bunch of image. It probably takes nothing to like load these images up. What dumb shit can I add? Please be patient. I'm an artist. Could add marks. Where can he go though? I'll just put him jumping up there. The time is 7:22. So at 7, we will leave the ball pit. Not looking forward to work tomorrow. But after that, it'll be the weekend for me. So at least there's that. Yeah, I'm gonna give myself a plate of chicken tendies. I'll put it on the edge of the ball pit. There we go. I could really go for some chicken tendies right now. So, I did eat a bunch of Italian food and get lethargic and like pass out for the entire day. Like 2 days ago, I think now, or like a day ago. I don't know. My sense of time is kind of fucked right now. More awful creatures for the ball pit. Finch tuna juice. It's for finches, but humans can drink it too. Erico's looking pretty thirsty, so I'll let her have the Finch's tuna juice. Actually, maybe Lammy could. You can't really read it though. You know, we'll just put it in the corner here. Put over Poon Poon. Did I put the dancing alien in here? No? Okay. I don't see him anywhere, but he'll hang out on the back. I'll have to fix the layering of this later. The last thing this scene needed was any more DashCon guests. Alright, Monkey Pink, where can you go? I'll put her up here. She's like jumping. And I'll try and find one more guest to add. Oh, perfect. Ba-ba. You found a secret bonus point. What can she... Okay. Maybe... Maybe point at Spamton. There we go. And that's about it for the ball pit. That's nearly a 4-hour stream. It's about 3 hours and 41 minutes, which feels longer than I typically do for Final Fantasy, though it wasn't really like a big amazing Final Fantasy stream with like any story beats or anything. Just a small look at something that's kind of like a little side thing that I do gameplay wise. Don't play MMOs. MMOs are bad for you. They waste a lot of your time. Do something more enriching to your life. Pick up a real hobby. Don't play MMOs. Don't be like me. MMOs are so lame. Got some leftover minestrone soup and chicken parmesan that I could probably warm up and eat. Looking forward to that. Maybe I just need some good food to feel less depressed. Yeah, I hope you guys found something to enjoy out of today's stream, even if it wasn't necessarily the most exciting stream. I'm probably gonna like work on art for the rest of the night. See if I could start working on something that I need to work on. And maybe even try and sketch out something so I have I could stream a game on the weekend maybe. We'll see. And I say that all the time. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I'm pretty random and unreliable at that, but yeah, I haven't been doing my best today mentally, so sorry if you've watched to this point, and it's a very off stream for me, but I'm human. I got my bullshit I gotta deal with. Well, I'm a demon, I'm not a human. You get the sentiment. I'm a creature that's alive, and I gotta deal with the fucking bullshit that comes with being alive. So hopefully next streams I'm not feeling as shitty, and I can make it much more of a funner time for people watching. So kind of want to stream something tomorrow if I can, but I don't think I'll have anything ready by then. Art thing I want to work on doesn't necessarily have to do with my streams, so it's for someone else. So I'm gonna try and smash my head against a canvas and see if I can make any good progress in something that will be good enough for them. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for lurking. If you're watching the VODs on Twitch or YouTube, especially this one, I'm very sorry for today's VOD. But thank you very much for watching there as well. Appreciate all the support. Hope to stream many interesting games and hopefully continue to put out some good stuff, I guess, if I can, and try and be entertaining, but not always gonna be the case. Not always gonna be the case. I don't know what to say. I'm very, very bad at talking during these closing segments. Was there anything else I wanted to say? No, not sure. Yeah. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching the VODs. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Hopefully something funner. That it's not gonna be Splatoon. It's It's not gonna be Splatoon. It's not gonna be Final Fantasy XIV. It'll actually be a cool game, I promise. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.